How does it feel for you to be in that wave? Like, I just can't even just imagine it. Like, what does that feel like to be in that barrel?
I don't know. That was the biggest wave I ever caught. So I didn't know how big it was actually until I saw the photos. But it's a different feeling than.
So you got towed into that?
Yeah, Laird towed me in.
Laird towed you.
Yeah.
The man, the king of big wave surfing. It must just be such a privilege to like have those guys sort of have you under their wing a bit.
Yeah, I got
pretty. Ropes.
It was my brother got hurt right before it. I was at the hospital with him, and then
stuff you, mate. I'm staying. I'm gonna stay out. So
I came out, and then Laird's like, "Hey, you want to go?" I'm like, "Yeah," and then he just whipped me.
He wasn't even gonna go back surf. He wanted to go with me. He's like, "I don't want you to go by yourself," because I tore my whole face off. You know? My whole lip, this thing was underneath my neck, and he was like, "I'm gonna go with you," and I just grabbed him and I said, "Bah, this could be the day you catch the wave of your life. Never mind me. I'm already." Stuffed.
Well, they say bros before hoes. I guess toes before bros.
Yeah, so I just told him he should catch the wave of his life today, and I woke up from surgery and he did, and it just made me feel like the most proud big brother in the world. Yeah.
How did inside that wave? Did you like? Is there a moment where do you think at all? Is there anything going through your brain, or
no,
you
just
kind
of black out. It's almost like a fight. Like you just like don't even know what to do, and like I actually fell in that wave and.
Oh right. What
super
happened?
Pumped. It was just really violent and like a super nuts ragdoll. It was pretty intense.
But yeah, there's nothing that would stop you from wanting to catch that same wave again. Like you never have a moment where I can't do that.
No, maybe I don't know if I could get lucky again.
So like I guess Nicole was saying earlier, it's just about being as prepared as you possibly can. You know, just being as.
Yeah.
Do you do that thing where you run around with big rocks and underwater and stuff?
Sometimes in the summertime at like my man and stuff, pick up a rock and run as far as you can. And try to like run the whole bay and see how many times it takes you. But.
Or a big girl out at the nightclub.
He's good at that. Yeah. Run from Watergoes to Main Beach with a heaper from the goodies. Oh, no, we've got Rebecca Olive listening and she would not be appreciating this. She doesn't like us being sexist on the radio. So, sorry about that. We just don't know what we're saying sometimes. Let's just have a quick chat to Dingo about this Red Bull competition. It's the world first surf competition at Hours. Tell people about this wave called Hours in Sydney.
Yeah, so the events are the Red Bull Cape Fear event, and it's just outside of Botany Bay, and it breaks like 2 feet away from the ledge, and it's just, you know, for 20, 30 years they thought it was unsurfable. It was that close and that death on the rocks that people didn't surf it. And then say about 15 years ago, Kobe Abbott and Mark Matthews and a bunch of local guys from Maroubra went over and checked it and just went, we're out there. And it's called Solana, but then they just nicknamed it Ours. And
they kind of stole it off the bodyboarders.
Yeah, that's what they kind of
so, ours now.
Yeah.
Ours now.
Well, and this competition, tell us about what you're expecting it to be. It's going to be a big show, isn't it? Like, tell us about the surfers that are going to be competing in it.
Yeah, well, you got all the best big wave surfers in the world, like Makua, Shane Dorian, Jamie O'Brien, Mark Matthews, Ian Walsh, Alex Gray, and so everyone's just going to be a head-to-head format, kind of like the boxing format, you know.
So, tell us how.
Yeah, well, so it's like they're like matching up people, so it's so I'm against Alex Gray, I think.
Because you're a similar size or something, or is that?
Well, yeah, we're just kind of.
Similar surfers.
Yeah, similar surfers, and kind of people have grudge matches with each other and
right.
stuff. So yeah, it's going to be.
So do you take it to the beach afterwards if someone like gets in your way, rather than it's instead of an interference, it's like, you know, fisticuffs on the beach.
Yeah, hopefully not. I'm not much of a fighter, so.
Lovely fighter. And so, like, I guess it will be judged sort of. I mean, what's the criteria for a competition like that? The biggest wave, longest barrel, like how does it work?
So you got half an hour of towing and then half an hour of paddling. And so I guess the criteria is just whoever gets the biggest wave and gets the deepest and is able to make the ride. So it's going to be, you know, people are definitely going to be putting it on the line and going for it as hard as they can, and especially with all the people in it. Like, there's no one there that holds back and takes the easy way out, so it'll be good.
And I'm assuming this will be able to be streamed on the web, or is it on Fuel, do you know?
Yeah, it's on Fuel Live, and it's webcast live as well.
And you're saying the window is kind of like over the Easter period. Is it going to clash at all with bells?
Well, it's a waiting period, so it starts on the 17th of April and then goes all the way to the middle of August.
Middle of August.
Yeah. So
oh right, I missed that that's a big wait. So what are you gonna? You're just gonna be sitting around playing guitar in Byron for 6 months till they call the call?
No, I'll be right over the pond in Hawaii, a little 10-hour flight, real quick, right?
Oh, I
back.
see.
I'll be right here to take out Mark Matthews.
Yeah.
He's on the spot.
That's your. So I mean, how does that work as far as having like a 5 months waiting period? How soon in advance will they know they're going to run it? Do you think?
So 4 days out, they'll hit the light, go
like the
it could
bat
be on.
symbol.
Yeah, pretty much like get ready, it could be on, and then 48 hours before they'll call it on, so everyone can make their way from wherever they are
Gotcha.
to get to the event.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
It's have to everyone out there listening, have to keep an eye on the I guess the Red Bull website or something for details about that when it's going to be on.
Yeah.
And so quickly before we hear it, can we play that song with you and Israel? How do you say his last? Because you can pronounce some wine words.
Israel Kamaka Vivo Ole.
Oh my god, I can't even say ukulele, like
That's
crazy. So yeah, and Dingo, what are you up to for the rest of the year? Other than the Red Bull competition, you must have some other things planned.
Yeah, just we just finish off a DVD for the Colour Me Out of Tracks, and then I got a couple other trips that I want to do, and then just in like pre-production for a movie that we want to do. So it's gonna be pretty.
Some chicks calling you, I think we'll just decline that.
Sorry. Let's turn it on airplane mode because.
All right,
We don't want that
fix that.
happening
We'll
during the
play
song.
that song in just a second. So yeah, I mean, you've got. Do you just missed out on the quickie trials? I know that you're a bit disappointed about that. Do you sort of miss going in these competitions, or are you feeling satisfied with everything else you got going on?
Yeah, no. Well, it was kind of a blessing in disguise because I checked the swell and there was a huge swell hitting Jaws, so I flew out that night, and yeah, we got amazing waves. So it was just a sign or whatever, wasn't it? That's what you're supposed to be doing, I guess. Yeah, pretty much.
Do you hope to get any wildcards into any events at all, or you just sort of see what happens down the track?
Yeah, I just kind of see what happens, and yeah.
And now there's so many big wave events kind of happening that I guess you got the Oakley Big Wave Awards, and is there like a big wave tour or something happening, or?
Yeah, there's like the ASP have just picked up the big wave tour, so I think they got 7 events maybe throughout the year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's no real need to be sort of doing the whole WCT thing if you can avoid it and just charge big waves.
Yeah, just kind of do whatever you love doing, whichever
way
you like it.
Yeah, might be carrying chicks out of woodies and running with them underwater. Awesome, Rothman brothers and Dean Morrisson. Thanks for coming in, guys.
Thank you.
It's been awesome fun, and this is Makua Rothman. How do you say the name of this song?
Ulili e.
Ulili Air. My God, I feel like such a Hmong trying to speak Hawaiian. It's the Sandpit Bay FM. This is Makua Rothman. Nice.